Hey, this is Margaret Lynch from margaretlynch.com with another tip for you, a marketing tip so that you can make a bigger impact and get paid more because you should. You know you're a rock star at what you do and you deserve to get seen and paid like one, right? Okay, in today's tip, I want to talk to you about using talks, whether it's a talk over a webinar, a teleclass, or live and in person, and making an offer at the end. Because I've gotten several emails from people who want to go do a talk and they've already done tons of talks. And at the end of it, they said, thanks, bye. Oh, I'm a coach. If you want to work with me, you can. Okay? Or varying degrees of that. And hey, I did it too. That's probably why my voice is cracking right now, because I'm thinking about all the times that I did the exact same thing. So the questions that are coming to me in email is, how do I make an offer at the end of the talk or at the end of a teleclass that isn't like this painful, awkward transition that makes me uncomfortable and makes me worry that everyone else is uncomfortable and actually does make them uncomfortable? How do I do it better? Because we know that doing a talk or a teleclass, it's such a leveraged moment that to not offer people for their highest good the opportunity to go further with you than what they can do in 1 hour is offering your best for their highest good and for yours. So the queen of this is my friend Lisa Sasevich, which is who I learned it from, and that's why they call her the queen of sales, because this little script, I told her, you should win an award for this. I told her that recently and she liked the idea. So here's what you do. You have to write yourself a big note or you will forget to do this. And when I'm doing a teleclass, literally I post-it note right on the screen in front of me so that I don't forget it, or I write it at the top of my clipboard or whatever I'm going to be holding during the session. Or I put it as a bullet on one of the slides where I tell people this is what we're going to be doing today, because you always want to have a quick overview slide that says this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do next, this is when we're going to have a break, and this is what we're going to do at the end. So you got to write it down or you'll forget, because at the beginning what you want to say is, hi, my name is blah, 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 and I'm going to do this blah, blah, blah with you. Today, we're going to do about an hour or whatever it is, and I promise you we are going to pack as much information. I'm going to teach you as much as I can in the time that I have. I am going to give and give and give until my voice is hoarse. I'm going to give all I can in the time that we have, because I know you're going to. And some of you will want to take this information further. Some of you are going to love what you learned today and want to go further with it. So at the end, I promise I will tell you how to do that. And what that does is she calls it setting the stage with transparency. You've told everybody up front that you're going to give and give and give, and then you're going to tell them at the end how they can take it further. Now, when I do my live events, I always make an offer for my big program, my 1-year program, Rockstars on a Mission program, or I should say 11-month program, because we compressed a year and a half, about a year and 3 months, into 11 months. So my 11 months Rockstar on a Mission program, I make an offer, and it takes about a half an hour. Now, not everybody in the room, of course, only a percentage of people in the room are going to be interested in hearing about that offer, and the other people kind of have to sit through it politely. And people ask me, is that hard? Is it hard for you to do it? Do you feel bad? Is it uncomfortable for you? And once I did it, I said, no, it wasn't uncomfortable or hard for me. You know why? Because at that point in that live event, I had been on stage giving and giving and giving and delivering everything I promised to give and over-delivered, because most of us are over-givers and over-delivers, and it feels so good to do that. And so when it came time for me to make my offer, knowing that a good percentage of the room, it's not going to be right for them, I said, in the beginning, I told you that some of you in the room are going to want to take this work even further. And right now, I'd love to take a few minutes to share with you how to do that. Would that be okay? And people were like, uh-huh. And I was like, yeah, I better believe it's okay, because I know that I've given and I've delivered on my promise. So the same thing for you in a 1-hour talk or a teleclass or a webinar. Deliver on your promise. Give what you promised to give them. Give the teaching. And remember that a lot of people do give commercials, and that's not you. You're actually giving and teaching. And when it comes to the end, you can say, okay, was this great or was this great? Did everybody love it? Did we learn some amazing things? We have some aha moments? Yeah. Okay. And then you simply say the next scripted phrase, which you want to write down and practice. At the beginning, I told you that I would pack this time with as much great stuff as I could in the time that we have together. And have I done that? Is it good? Do you guys love it? Great. Well, I also promised to tell you, for some of you who want to do more of this work, or if you really like this, light you on fire, blah, 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 that I would show you how to do it. So I want to take just a few minutes and tell you how you can take this work to the next level. And is that okay? Can I take a few minutes to do that? Oh, they better be nodding after what you just gave them. And then you tell them how they can work with you further. So I hope that's helpful. I found it immensely helpful to have a script, to know what to say, and it felt so natural and it felt so easy, but I did have to highlight it and I did have to make a bullet about it or stick a big Post-it note on my screen because it wasn't something I was commonly used to saying in the beginning of a presentation. So try it and leave me a comment. I'd love to know how it goes for you. And if you like it and you love it, leave me a comment and then send a note to Lisa Sasovich's people and say, you should win an award for that, lady. And that will make me so happy. This is Margaret Lynch. See you on the next tip. Bye.